Captain Fast Finger strikes again. Part number 3 of the Trailer Park Boys. I am so freaking sorry. Um, so sorry. Honest to God, it's so bad. Uh, I could wait, but yesterday I waited and I waited and I lost a lot of time because I didn't feel like filming videos. So yeah. That being said, this is once again the strength of Trailer Park Boys. I'm not even a half battery, so we're gonna do part 4. Holy fuck. Part 4 for season 4 kind of sounds good though. So Ricky and Bubbles is the best thing because we love those moments with the Trailer Park Boys. We love those fighting. We love those increment moments of this is Trailer Park life. Fuck the show, fuck the plot of the show. Give me some moments like that. We got Julian hitting rock bottom with Smokey, and it's kind of cool because even in this case, Smokey actually does better than Julian. He actually does better than Julian. Julian is, and I love Jean Paul Tremblay characters. I love it. They're one of the most interesting. I wanted to be Julian when I was a kid. But it showed that Julian is a big bag of muscle. It looks impressive, it is impressive, but when it comes to when push comes to shove, can't do shit. And that is a statue of Julian. I'm gonna see if I can possibly we're still in a tournament. Shit. Because I kind of want to film outside. It's beautiful outside. Because I got your picture. See, 49%, and here I got 6% descending. So man's gotta eat, and that is so cool because once again, you guys remember in season 2, Never Trust a Man with No Shirt Off. A man's gonna eat is something they're gonna say often, and it's a principle that is dumb. But you see, Trailer Park Boys is simple life. It's super simple. Man's gonna eat is something. A man's gonna eat, right? So the fact that we have Erica coming back, and Erica coming back is a sweet moment because they kind of come to do a mea culpa of the characters. So they kind of come and say, she see Julian being fucked up, and she's like, "I can arrest you. I feel bad if I arrest you." So it goes to show that this is still the same character. This is why she didn't stop Julian. She believed in him. A lot of people would believe that she was in love with him. I believe that she wasn't in love with him, but she is who she is. We got Ricky and Bubble fighting, and the best thing about it is, yes, they fight, and what is really cool is the fight actually takes a couple of minutes from the show. It's not a lot, but when the show is 20 minutes, it takes a lot of time. In a way, you have you have the two characters kind of making peace. Now, why is that cool? Because show me that they're fighting and then make peace. Show me that they're struggling with their friendship, but they're still okay. I want to see them struggle. Friendship is that. If you think Trailer Park Boys about friendship, the first episode I ever watched was Closer to the Heart. Closer to the Heart was exactly that. It was about friendship. Men gotta eat. Then we got Ricky and Bubbles trying to get Julian. And again, is this so cool because I talk about Swish? I don't know what Swish was. I don't think a lot of people think about Swish. And that is possibly the mentality of Trailer Park Boys. It's possibly the culture of Trailer Park Boys, or possibly the Canadian culture. And it's good to know because it's a Canadian show. Let's not forget that. Even in this one, they talk about the King of Donair. People love Donair. I don't know what it is because we don't have that at where I live. So yeah, so A Man Gotta Eat is super cool. Next, I don't even have to look at the computer. It is Rub Rub Tiggy Zug, which is arguably one of my favorite episodes. When I was a kid, I watched episode 10 almost 10 times in a row. It was crazy. So Rub Rub Tiki Zug is beautiful. So then Julian characters decides to come back at the end of Man Gotta Eat. Okay, so by the way, I forgot to tell you, the MVP moment is Leahy. So Leahy starts to drink right away. And then Leahy's like, Randy, why you gotta go? Randy's character traits are prostitution, onion rings, and cheeseburger. However, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. The onion rings came after. The cheeseburger was the very first one. Randy is like, yo, to lay his defense, when he shit his defense, Randy goes out. And then he's, please, Randy, don't leave me. I need you, bud. And then Randy's like, I need a cheeseburger. A store-bought cheeseburger. And then Lee's like, fuck you, I'll make you a cheeseburger that's better than anything you can ever have. So he shoots at old Blue Jay and makes a cheeseburger. That's how they get back together, which is really sweet. Because they show that they care. You see, Leahy is picture perfect husband. Very forgetful, very... I'll make Randy cry, but he cares about Randy a lot, you know? And at the end of the season, you'll see why. So A Man Gotta Eat, the very first thing, so fucking funny. And again, it has nothing to do with the story. Well, Yes and no. Yes and no. So, Julian, which is fucking broke. Julian doesn't have furniture. He has nothing. His house is a piece of shit because Ricky took away everything out of his trailer to build up a place to grow plants. Because then Julian was the only one of the three to have a trailer, and it was the simplest place to grow weed. Um, which was on Shitwolf. Oh, by the way, in season 4, episode 1, I forgot to mention a little something where Bubble actually plays a lot of music, and this is the beginning of Bubble being a musician. We never see Bubble as a musician, but it's really fucking cool. The whole interaction. How can I forget this? The whole interaction with him and J Rock, where he needs a distraction car and he's willing to give out some ash. It's something that Ricky does at the end, which is fucking nice. So yeah, so going back to season 4, episode 3, you see a documentary on Sam Squanch, which is also part of Bubble characters. So they all have those intricate things. So Julian is an alcoholic who likes business, with a business and like lifting weights. Ricky is a good father that likes dope and is a fuck up. Bubble is a simple dude that likes kitty, fixing cart, and music, which is the song Liquor and Whores, Liquor and Whores. Mustard and salt and some bologna, liquor and whores. When I went down in the state of Georgia, or even the song Kitty. Kitties are so nice. Kitties are so nice. Put them down, spin them around, tickle their belly twice. Kitties, kitties are so nice. I found Daisy and a storm jade covered in liquor and glue. So I gave her a bath with kitty shampoo. This song, dude, this is Bubbles. So you see Sam Quench. One of the traits of Bubble, he's deadly afraid of Sam Quenches. Which is crazy because in the season they have a tiger. We'll get into that. So they see documentary on the Sam Quenches, and then they see Julian, who goes to live at Bubbles because Julian is in a fucked up position, and Bubble has a shed. Imagine the shed being nicer than the trailer park, the trailer house, the trailer of Julian. It's crazy. So what happened is, Bubbles like, yo, please, Ricky, help me. And again, that's what I love. That's what I love because now we're at 4th season, we're establishing the show. You never had Bubbles calling Ricky, so they got really close, and I love that. So then Bubbles called Ricky, said, please help me. Take him down. And Ricky's like, no, it's worth a lot of money. So right away, Julian steals the bat of Bubbles, and they fight each other, which is super nice. You have more of Barbara. And this is the first hint that Barbara and Ricky have some stuff going on behind the scene. So they have, it's not behind the scene. So, it's not behind the scene. It is behind the scene because they're pretending like they're filming a show, but them being together is part of the show. So there's a pretense of behind the scene. There's no behind the scene, which I actually really like. They go in and they're really fucked, and then they're like, dude, Ricky's like, Julian's like, I'm tired of sleeping on cool furniture. So that what is really really cool is, oh my god, I fucking love this show. I fucking love this show. It's so hard to recap though. There's so much going on. Like for example, they go in and fix and steal some furniture. So this is the introduction of Philadelphia Collins, which is Phil and the father of Jacob. But it's not. It's not. So Phil was seen in season 1 episode 1. What the fuck this is my trailer, fuck off, as an extra. So they use the character and then we're like, yo, we're actually gonna give you a job. And that's Philadelphia Collins, which is the owner of the Dirty Burger, the ex-associate of Randy Bobandy, a greasy walrus, a salmon or mackerel expert. They sell it in the parking lot in season 7. I really like Phil. And by the way, Phil died, so rest in peace, Philadelphia Collins. So he owns this hotel, so they steal furniture. And now the coolest thing is, this scene. This scene is so fucking good. Bubbles my favorite character. I'm back with Bubbles right now. Possibly at the end, I'm going to be choosing Ricky, but I'm back with Bubbles. And Trevor drops a furniture. It makes some noise. And then Bubbles, in the situation, says, "Oh, yes, who's your daddy?" Who's your daddy? Pretending like he's begging, which is really good. Then they go to the park and they have this ID. So Bubbles and Ricky, this is what I love. Barbara's like, "Hey, you should be fixing that shit." So because Ricky is a trailer park supervisor, he still has some shit for Barbara. And then they come up with this idea of renting out a prostitution ring, which is funny because in season 3, that's what they do. They pretend like they have this prostitution ring, which is fucking nice, which is fucking really nice. You remember with the haircut and the gas? Yeah. What is the episode? If I cannot swear in court, I'm fucked. Which is season 3, episode 3, I guess. I think. So then you have more of the scene that we love between Ricky and Bubbles, and they have IDs, and then they rent it out. So they have this prostitution ring, which is really cool because we're introducing a new character, which is DVD, which is J-Rock. So J-Rock in season 4, episode 1, was told by DVD. DVD is his manager, if you will, which is cool because J-Rock is a musician but doesn't have a manager. So it's not something like, oh, we didn't have a character for it. It's like, no, this character didn't need to exist. We have a manager because J-Rock needs a manager. So it makes sense that we're introducing a crowd. And again, it's not about introducing new characters, like using them. We have Phil Collins from the season 1. We have DVD from season 3. So that's actually pretty cool. So then they rent out whores, and then we have the comeback of Cyrus because he owns the whore, which is a fight. Now, this is really cool because Randy comes in and he's like, "This is our trailer park. I want to save it." So they take care of Cyrus. And this is one of the recurring thoughts, but actually really nice thoughts. Ricky, Julian, and Leahy and Randy hate each other. They hate each other. They're constantly protagonists, antagonists. But when it comes to a stranger arming the park, which is, we saw that in Bible Pimp with the Bible Pimp. We saw that in Cyrus in season 1. We're seeing it with Cyrus in season 4. So it actually makes sense, and it's not other characters. And then even Randy. And it's so fucking funny because Randy takes off his pants. And then for the first time, you have Ricky and Bubbles. They respect him. They're like, oh. When Bubbles, he started talking about a sumo wrestler. And, yeah, the center of gravity. And Bubbles mimic it, which is super funny. I'll try to show you the scene. We found it. Love this.
Randy takes his pants off now when he wants to fight. You can't fight in tight pants. He's worried about ripping his precious little pants. So when the pants come off, look the fuck out.
No one here is man enough to... You gonna do? Squish me with that whale blubber there? Kiss my hand and say I'm a little... Seal!
Where is it?
No one here... I'll take off.
I can't find it. Fuck it. You see what I'm saying? And then the other one, I have to show you the other one.
Kiss my hand. Seal! Shut the place up! I gotta see my...
Here, Lee, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, this is so good.
I gotta see my fucking teeth coming out. You know what I'm saying? Produce my Troy Velvet Smooth. I'm saying Sunnyvale hard as fuck. Hold it down, Jay Reezy. Sunnyvale.
Shit, man. What are you doing, J-Rock?
Look at Bubbles.
Real crack he was smoking? I gotta see my fucking teeth coming out. You know what
Look at this, look at this.
Troy Velvet Smooth. I'm saying Sunnyvale hard as fuck. Hold it down, Jay Reezy. Sunnyvale.
Shit, man. What are you doing, J-Rock?
Was that real crack he was smoking?
Here, man, you want some chips?
So like I was saying, little moments like that. So yes, we're seeing J-Rock get arrested because they believe it's gonna be good for the album. Freaking Randy comes in and saves the day, which is good because he kind of believe it. He wants to save the park. He doesn't care about Ricky and Bubbles, nor Julian. And I'm so sorry, Julian. Nor do they care about him, but they care about the park. So, one for all and one for one and one for all. Makes sense? Cool. Next we have season 4, episode 4, and it's the Green Bastard. Funny thing is, Green Bastard is still very relevant. Green Bastard is Bubbles' wrestling persona. Bubbles also loves wrestling. Bubbles is one of the more complex character. And there was a wrestling game of Gacha game, and they have the Green Bastard now, so that's super fucking cool. The Green Bastard from Parts Unknown is a character that they created. The Green Bastard is one of my favorite episode because it's just so good. So they prepare a surprise for Bubbles. This is how they treat him like a little brother, which is cute. Because you guys remember in the season 3 in the Kids of Freedom when they buy him the go-kart and a trailer. So they buy him a ring just for a community day. And that's just a day for people. So there's multiple attraction. There's shooting paintball on Corey and Trevor for $2 a pop. Very expensive, Ricky. There's fighting. But the best part about it isn't that. The best part about it is Leahy and Randy. Leahy is on the road to become the best trailer park supervisor of the year. You know that he's a drunk fucking asshole, but still. And it's kind of cool because he gets Barbara to be involved in that because he said this could raise the value of the park because she wants to sell. So Barbara's like, okay, I said she's asked Ricky, please for today, make him the trailer park supervisor. Then they have these characters. I don't remember his name. And it's a shame because this is the only time we're seeing him. But basically, Ricky organized a community day, which is awesome. Randy wears a shirt, which is the only time in the thing we'll see him wear a shirt. This is the guy.
That's the international.
I wish we had more of him.
Jim Leahy, I've heard a lot about you.
Thank you. And he's been bugging us now for a while to get some sort of ring together and have some backyard wrestling match.
Oh, I love this show.
I'm just glad now I'm in a position I can make that happen.
I can't wait to start fucking hammering people.
Barbara Leahy, I'd like you to meet Mr.
Bernie Sanford.
International Association Trailer Park Supervisor.
So the community day is actually super important because show that Ricky cares about the community. Julian sees a way to make money, which is great because it's about making money. However, it's a shitty part of Julian because Julian, just like at season 1, episode 2, when Ricky gets a job, Julian kind of fuck it up for him. And he kind of fuck it up the trailer park supervisor to focus on growing weed. But in this one is actually really fucking nicely ending. So there is Leahy and Randy, and it's nice because they have this struggle for power. And it's the only time in the show that they have the struggle for power, but it's still super meaningful. There's more into at Barbara and Ricky relationship. They have this whole day. Bernie Sanford is so fucking funny because he's an authoritative figure, and you take one look at Ricky and said, "The right hook's gonna knock you out." And then the funny thing is, Ricky's like, "Fuck a right hook." But the craziest thing is, I've been looking at it, and the character of Bernie Sanford, the actor behind him, is actually a prevalent figure in Canadian wrestling. So that's kind of cool. I love that. They had a show about wrestling, which is cool. Then Randy and Leahy battle Ricky and Bubbles, actively taking away the title, which really sucks. Is you see Ricky, and for the first time, Ricky actually is doing well. Like Ricky is don't get me wrong, he's wrong here. He's a criminal, but he's actually trying to make a good life.
Fuck that trailer park supervisor job. This is for the best.
See?
Anyway, Rick. Julian, trust me, this is a good thing, Ricky. Okay.
And he gives.
Trailer park, just remember. All right, leaving Sunnyvale. Now that I'm not supervisor, I don't give a fuck about anything.
I wanted to tell you that
Happened. Supervisor thing, Ricky. Now we can concentrate and grow the dope.
I love this.
Congratulations. That happened. You in a fucking 91 caddy, but
I wish I could show you.
don't you give us a fuck, Rick.
What you think of that?
You are already. Home sweet home, Red.
Sorry, I'm...
Fuck, what is it? I want to see the car.
In this fucking trailer park, just
I don't remember where it is.
I'm gonna always be here. I'm never leaving Sunnyvale. Now that I'm not supervisor, I don't give a fuck about anything.
Fuck. That's Donnie.
Before your part can be considered applicable for membership in our union. Why don't you give us a call when you get things back in order? Jason! Walter! Move it!
Walter? Oh, that's that sense. Okay, they go ahead and say that they don't care about being supervisor. It's really cool because the whole show they've been hinting at Ricky growing dope, and this is where they reveal that they have a whole field of growing dope. But it comes at a big price. Leahy and Randy becoming supervisor. They get by the trailer, so Ricky's back in a shitmobile. And that's huge. They reveal just how big the weed plant are, the weed field, and it's super fucking cool. Why? Because how can I say that? It's super fucking cool because it's like, okay, well, Ricky finally admits that he's growing weed to Julian, which we knew, but it's still like, yo, this is how good we're doing. And for the first time in the series, we're seeing Ricky take care of things or takes charge of things when it comes to crime, when it comes to three of them. Wait a second. Where is it? Again, the generic. There's the part I want to show you, but it's not a big deal. Oh yeah, this is super funny.
His rapist. Randy, would you move back, please?
Randy, stay where you are.
Randy, move back.
Can I see that Randy has some green thing from the shirt because the shirt he sweated, right? Look at this.
What's in this for you?
Randy sweated. But the coolest thing is the green bastard is not Bubbles, it's Randy with his fucking shirt. So then we have season 4, episode 5, Conky. Conky is one of the most, if not the most important characters. Oh, by the way, this show was a porn show. That's what got me into Showcase. Conky is one of the most important characters because this is the proof that they listen to their fan. People love Conky. So we're gonna see who's Conky here, but just to tell you, Conky was so important that Conky was it's a puppet. It's a puppet for Bubbles. And Conky, they kind of make it as a sentient being, kind of scary. But there's Ask Me Fuck, they're AMFA. And it's Ask Me Fucking Anything. And it's really good because it's community. They're taking care of their fans. And Conky has a Ask Me Anything episode, which is fucking cool, dude. It is so fucking cool. So then, what happened is, at Conky, Bubbles has his fucked up teeth, and Bubbles doesn't like doctors. So what ended up happening is, it's complex. What ended up happening is, Bubbles is afraid of go to the doctor. They get Conky. Conky is, once again, picture perfect, the thing that Bubbles needs. But the funny thing is, Conky is Bubbles' subconsciousness. So if Ricky is being an asshole, you're going to tell Ricky, you're an asshole. If Julie's being an asshole, then you're going to tell Julian, you're an asshole. Right? So it's an important character. In this episode, we have Ricky fucking up, as always. They go to get Conky. It is so fucking funny. So he's trying to fix a trailer. Okay, give me a sec.
Right, I haven't been looking.
Control Bubbles. Your status here is tenant Sunny Davis.
See, now, because of his teeth, he's not able to take care of the cat. The cat go rampage. Leahy tells him, hey, if you don't... Look at this. This is perfect Bubbles. Listen.
Your status here is tenant Sunny Davis. Tenable, to say the least. You don't want to put it in jeopardy now, do you, Bubbles?
Fuck off, Mr. Leahy.
See, they say fuck off. You will usually say fuck off. Which is really good because he still respects Leahy. So then they get Conky. It's not a cool episode. It's kind of a cool episode because Ricky fucks up and gets into the hospital. Bubble is in the hospital. So they go to the normal hospital, and then they don't take them. So they go back to see Sam Losco. And then it's super cool because this is the picture perfect of the Trailer Park Boys. You got Leahy who comes in and it's like, yo, I'm going to spay your cat. Because they're going out of control. They're out of control. And then Bubble thinks he's going to kill the cat, but Leahy has good intention. Because of this misunderstanding, they fuck with Leahy, and that's not cool, right? Once again, Leahy is pushed. This season is going to be the season where they push him to the brink of craziness. Then they go to Sam Losco. Sam Losco, not my favorite character. It's good to see him back. He's been a character since season 1. They bring him back into a veterinarian. He's taking care of Bubbles. That's pretty much the exercise, the episode. The best part of the episode is how Conky is an asshole and how funny Conky is. Conky is such a piece of shit. And the crazy thing about Conky is, in season 7, Conky is the main bad guy. But if you did introduce him in season 4 for one episode, 3 seasons ago, Conky wouldn't even matter. Now, Conky comes at a price. Conky comes at a price. Conky is a gimmick. The gimmick gets old very fast. Conky also comes in at another gimmick because people dislike Conky. Not people, but... Oh, I died. Give me a sec. People ask for a lot of shit. That's not cool. Okay, next on the show, we have season 4, episode number 6. See, if it's not for Conky... Conky becomes a part... So, Bubbles deals with stress often. So then he creates Bobby Tortellino, which is a representation of Ricky and a representation of Julian, and how he feels about them. They feel like cheap copies of Conky, so that sucks. Next on the list, we have if you like something, you have to let it go, which is one of the craziest episodes. So they have this wheat field, and then we know that they have this wheat field, which is fucking funny. But then this wheat field, there's something in there. So again, we have a Sasquatch, which we established in season 4, episode number 3, the Rub Rub Tiki Zug, that Bubble was afraid of the the season's more about Bubbles, which is good because we love Bubble, but still, he's more about the kitten, and then he has the tiger. And it's like, oh, I love kitties. I love fucking kitties. So I actually really enjoy that. I really, really like that. Now we have this episode where we know that there's a lot of things that are said. It's not the most important episode, but still, it's basically they have this kitty and they want to take care of it. Bubble wants to take care of it. The boys are like, no, Bubble is too dangerous. But Bubble is Bubble, so they'll allow him to keep the cat, the kitten. So then what ended up happening is I feel bad because now I could have been doing so good. Shit. I fucked up in the tower. It's okay. It's just a game. It could have been better because now I get a guy that constantly asks me for shit. I got a tower. You see, this is what happened when you film every single day, you know? Golly. So if you like something, let it go. It's a kind of a cool episode, but it's more so about putting stuff. So they're trying to harvest the weed because the weed is ready. There's a garbage bag here because we cleaned the apartment. The tiger is in inches because they cannot be looking for weed when there's a tiger. He can't be harvesting, so they need to take care of the tiger. Bubba wants to keep it because he's a lover of cat, but he puts everybody in danger. Funny thing is, Trevor has like this leopard print, and the cat's an eat. The tiger's an eat. So this is really funny because he keeps on attacking. Trevor. There's a really sweet moment that would have been sweeter if made differently, where Leahy's like, yo, I'm giving you a chance, Bubble, to take care of the tiger. You can take care of the tiger, we'll allow it. If we cannot take care of the tiger, I'll call the cops. But then Julian has to blackmail them. Yeah, it's really fucked. They also, is that in this one that they steal a propane truck? No, not as this one. We learned that J-Rock is not in jail, which is also important because this allows them to have the deal for the weed. So they have a field of weed and they don't know, they're gonna sell it bunch by bunch. Then DVD, once again, a character that you introduced this season that allows you to have a and you know what the craziest thing is? DVD is not in season 5, which is crazy. So then they allow it to have Snoop Dogg. In the Snoop Dogg, okay, so the Snoop Dogg story is actually quite cool. The Snoop Dogg story, Trailer Park Boys was advocate for the legalization of marijuana. They were really advocate for that. And what ended up happening is they talk about Snoop Dogg because Snoop Dogg was also advocate. So what ended up happening is in season 10 or season 10, the boys have become so big, the show has become so big that Snoop Dogg is involved with the Trailer Park Boys. And he's looking for weed for his show. So the made-up storyline becomes a real storyline with a real character, with Snoop Dogg, which is mind-blowing. Wasn't a fan of Snoop Dogg. Wasn't a fan of rap. Until I listened to the episode with the Trailer Park Boy podcast. I fucking loved it. So the C French is just to establish things that were established that J-Rock is not in jail, which allows them to have the deal to sell the weed. Kind of like a late. So this is season 4, episode 6. There's 8 episodes. This is where you establish the end goal. So it's a bit far. It doesn't feel as much as working as if you establish it earlier on. Steve French was making the whole park in trouble, which is also cool because Conky was about Bubbles kitties being out of control. So Steve French being out of control, it's kind of nice. We like that. So that is pretty much it. Am I forgetting something? No. Good. That's a miracle. I'm not forgetting anything. So yeah. So season 4, episode 6. That's it. Season 4, episode 7 is incredible. Propane. This is so good. Because Barbara's like, yo, I want to sell the park. She cannot find a buyer for the park. So Julian's like, yo, I'll buy the park. Because Julian's gonna buy the park, she wants to be. It's not precise. So okay. So it's precise that she had a relationship with Ricky, but it's not precise what relationship she is with Ricky. And Barbara kind of likes power. So there's a part of her that goes out with Ricky. Because it might be the next supervisor proprietor. It's crazy because that's what Leahy did, right? So you cannot blame her. Propane is, we know that we established the goal, which is again the Snoop Dogg deal, but it's also where Barbara asked. She asked. I forgot to say that Sarah is going out with Trevor and Corey. It's not that important. It's still cool, but it's not that important. It's not that important at all. Possibly the first polygamy couple on TV, if you don't count She's Company. Propane is she asked. Barbara asked Leahy to marry her. Now this is a bit specific. So Leahy started drinking a lot because again, he has lost a lot. He's going through a hard time. So Leahy, it's kind of complex because Barbara asked Ricky to marry her, which finalized a divorce with Leahy. Now Leahy misunderstands what she says because she wants to marry him, so he breaks up with Randy. Right now, Leahy goes crazy because he lost both Randy and he lost Barbara also. The fact that he lost Randy wasn't because of Ricky, it was because of him. He says, yo, I'm going to break up with you, and I'm going to go back to Barbara. We're still going to see each other. And then Randy's like, no, I'm not a side bitch anymore. I'm the main bitch. Yeah, he says that. He doesn't say it like that, but kind of say it. That's pretty cool. Leahy asked Barbara to marry him. He's like, nah. At the end, Leahy completely lost it. He wants to kill himself. So what he does is he buys propane. He starts to fuck really much with Ricky. Ultimately speaking, it doesn't end up much, but he becomes to hate Ricky. He wants to kill Ricky, which is something he didn't want to do before. The reason for that is explained in season 4, episode 8. So I'll go there. Propane is actually a really, really good episode because you got this song Propane, gonna stop the pain, which is something that he does in his live show when he was still alive. With Leahy is super cool because this is really how much he pushed him. So every single season, the boys pushed Leahy, and it always felt like there was no consequences. This is the first time where you're shown that fucking with Leahy that much gives the consequences. This is also a special episode because it is the only episode in this series which is a part 1 of part 2. Propane is the part 1 of Working Man. Working Man is a season finale. It is the first time that they're directly involved with each other. In the early season, I don't know as much as the later season because I didn't watch them as much, but still. Season 4, episode 8, Working Man. This is quite important. So Working Man is time to harvest. It is the finale of the series. It's really good. We got Leahy fucking with Ricky a lot. Leahy blows up the trailer with Ricky inside. Ricky survived because he's in the bathtub. Again, it's super cool. Don't tell me why he survived. Tell me how he survived and make it make sense. I'll allow it. Right? It's not plot armor. It's just like the bathtub was a fire retardant, which is true. If there's a bomb, hide yourself in the bathtub. The bathtub will protect you from the blast. For some reason, porcelain is pretty resistant to certain stuff. So Working Man, they're trying to they're trying to harvest. It's mostly them having no plan. So what happened in season 4, episode 7, Propane, is they found one of the weed field. So then they're fucked because they only have one field left. They have the biggest field left, but it might not be enough. So they want to harvest it right now. They're in a rush. So they go to harvest. Trevor and Corey fucks up. Big surprise. Huge accidents. The nicest thing is they have their second celebrity cameo, and it's Rita McNeil. I don't know her, but she's a Canadian star, and she sing the song, "It's a working man I am, and I'm running underground." For me, when I was a kid, that's a very good song. I don't know, it's like Sanctuary or Kingdom Hearts Simple and Clean. It's just songs that are linked with emotion, so that's cool. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So we have Rita McNeil as a hostage. The guys takes they take care of the drug. It's super cool moments. A lot of the episode is between Leahy and Ricky fighting. So Leahy has 2 guns and he has dynamite, so they might kill Ricky. It would be super cool if we did establish that. So it's kind of cool, but not so cool. So we established that Ricky is a good bullshitter. He's able to get out of situation because of how he talks. It's a really cool moment because he does this with Leahy. Leahy kind of being the final boss of it all. So it actually is pretty fucking cool. I like that. However, it feels a bit cheaper because of a very simple thing. It's something that we saw so often, right? Leahy ends up being the police. George Green, the whole police squad going after Leahy is phenomenal. The FedEx for weed is actually phenomenal. They present the King of Donair, which is a Canadian staple. But it's not that you like. What you like is the fact that they're so involved. Like J-Rock goes in, it's like, where's my weed? And they fucking up. So you bring up the steak. They do a really good job about that. Otherwise, the episode feel a bit empty. The fight with Leahy and Ricky, just for Leahy to have Randy say, hey, come out to the park, plead insanity, you'll be back with me with 6 weeks. And that's the craziest thing. The craziest thing is on the episode. The craziest thing is the whole episode, Leahy tells Ricky, you're the reason I couldn't make a difference. And then at the end, he tells Randy what? You're the only person that ever made sense. So then the boys, they end up in jail. So we see, this is the first time where we see the boys in jail as much as we do. And for the first time ever, season 5, episode 1 is them still being in jail, which never happens before and never happens after. So yeah, so season 4 they end up in jail, which is the ending of the season. Pretty good season. Season 4 compared to season 3. See, I prefer season 2 to season 3, and I prefer season 3 to season 4. But it's still monumental. It's still so much of a cult classic show. It was realized in 2006, which is crazy to think about. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. See you guys tomorrow for season 5 of Trailer Park Boys. By the way, in case you didn't know, we're season 5 out of season 12. And the funny thing is, I did do some recap of season 1 to 7. I never did the later episode. So that could be cool to do. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.